for Tony Snell.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
And DeMarre Carroll is going to pick up the foul. The Magic have made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
And we finished one half of basketball. Mavericks lead by 6. 2K Sports, back in a moment. From the Amway Center. And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now.
You look at what Lillard has done so far. He has 9 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
And he just went off in those first 2 quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
You know, guys, I think you've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him up like he has been.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Channing Frye out there with DeMarre Carroll. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then it's Matthews. And it's Biyombo at the center position. Deep 2 from Rush. Carroll with the rebound.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage even though it was all over. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Matthews, no one around him, and he can't extend the lead to double digits. The Amway Center here in Orlando didn't see a lot of wins last season. Magic really struggled at times. Surprisingly, Greg, in this building.
Yeah, a young team still haven't yet established their identity. Only 13 wins at home. And really that inability to defend that home court is why they fell out of the playoff hunt early.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Noah. Horford comes in for Quincy Acey. Chris Middleton's checked in for Brandon Rush. And Steph Curry subbed in for Patty Mills. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. 3 on the clock.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him. He does not play the score. I mean, he's going to continue to work his tail off on the glass and make plays just like that.
You know, what's a bit alarming for the Magic at home is that it was a step back from the previous season. I mean, for a team that's supposed to be young and improving, they shouldn't be getting worse at home year to year. Well, I think that pass caught him off guard, but he showed us board hands, too.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. JaVale McGee's checked in for Biyombo. Tony Snell comes in for DeMarre Carroll. And Roten subbed in for Matthews. Lillard attacking. Pass to McGee. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
And a big problem for the Magic at home was that they just didn't protect the rim. I mean, they would end with the second worst home field goal percentage against.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Curry. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Early on last year, it was clear Steph Curry was just on another level. Was an MVP candidate right from the start of the season, and he would eventually be voted that award.
And I thought very deserving. You could see how he elevated his play, and so many of us and so much talk focuses on what he does offensively. But he was ahead of the snake of a terrific defensive group for Golden State a season ago, and that's one reason why he ended up being the MVP.
In the corner, it's Roten. Sinks the triple. Roten's got 7.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the three-point variety.
And you need the defense to stop the bleeding.
And the shot is good. The Maverick leads, but cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Horford.
And with Curry winning his first NBA MVP award, he played the fewest minutes by an MVP in league history, mostly because his team was up by so much he got to sit a number of fourth quarters.
He kicks it to Dudley. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 5 assists in the game. Dallas calls timeout.
And with Curry and the MVP, there was some pressure with Hart. Relatively close voting, but Curry was the clear winner. Hard to argue with the season he had, leading his team to 67 wins last year.
And for Jared Dudley, a bit of a resurgence last season. Found a team you like playing for, played much closer to his career numbers than the year before with the Clippers.
Yeah, and that's a great point. I mean, he turned back the clock in almost every category, and I think to your point, a lot of it has to do with the fit. He's on a team in a role that suits his talent, and I think you're going to see him continue to be consistent.
Chris Bosh is checked in for Channing Frye.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Chandler a screen. Curry passes to Chandler. He dishes it to Horford. And a miss there on the triple.
And, you know, going back to Jared Dudley, he helps you in so many different ways. Shoots a lot of threes, yet does so efficiently. He rebounds, he passes the ball. He'll get a little physical, too. He's a valuable vet to have in your locker room.
And stolen by Roten. Outside Bosh. Takes a 3. The pass to McGee. Inside. Goes back up. Here's Tupac. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And you know what Jared Dudley's nickname was in college? The Junkyard Dog. I mean, for his toughness and that nose he has for the ball. 2 attributes that have served him greatly here at the next level. And for a long time in the NBA, the stretch 4 was kind of the anomaly and not the standard. Now it seems that you are the rare power forward if you can't hit a 3. Very few traditional power forwards now in the NBA.
With the stretch 4 and the need for shooting at the position, they don't need to be a three-point threat, but they do need to be able to hit a mid-range jump shot.
Yeah, well said. I think you need to have guys that can make perimeter shots to create spacing. The game's evolving to a space-out-the-floor type game, and shot making gives you a chance to do that.
And here is Roten. He's got 7 to the left wing. 5 on the clock. Here's Tupac. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Magic trailed by 16. Here's Curry. And it's sent back by Bosh. Here's Tupac. No good. Chandler with the defensive effort. Orlando's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Picked by Horford. Up top, Curry. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Mavericks leading by 16. Roten with it. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Shot clock at 5. Rebound by the Magic. Well, the Magic knew that last season would be one, Greg, for development. A young team like they had needs to grow before they can really compete.
And you touched upon it, Kevin. They really were a young team last season. Third youngest team in the league by the end of the year. How about an average age of just over 24 years old?
Here's Bosch. Here's McGee. Roten kicks to Snell. And there's the foul. It'll go on Jared Dudley. That's his third foul of the game. Lillard outside. And he goes in for the dunk.
Come on now, young fella. Watch out. You might bring that whole basket down on top of you.
I didn't think he was ever going to let go of the rim.
I tell you what, though, you might as well enjoy the moment. Make it last just a little longer.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
And you talk about that low age number for the Magic. You mentioned it a moment ago, and they had several rookies last season. That's why they were so young. It was as good a year as any to get their feet wet and see what those young guys could do.
And Rush kicks to AC. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And the Magic, while their youth did grow over the course of the season, they still struggle. And they do need a veteran presence to kind of ensure that they don't start developing that culture of losing in the franchise.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Biyombo is checked in for JaVale McGee. Damari Carroll comes in for Chris Bosh. And it's Matthews in for Roten. Shot clock at 6. Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. Now here's Mills. D right on him. Knocked away. Here's Lillard. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.